So, okay, well, they did let us in with our passes, which I'm gonna, these poor passes, I'm gonna put it in so it doesn't scratch my crystal ball. But, okay, so we're in the premises of the festival. Basically, this is what happens. You pass these controls, and then you're inside. But that's not it. So then you have like these cars here, like this one there, that deliver the stars and the starlets and the producers and the director, whoever's invited by the festival. And then it goes into this building here. That's where we are positioned. That's where the whole market of all the film industry is basically. So that's where we then go every day. But then there's another check there. And here you have a lot of pavilions of a lot of different countries. You can also go to the country and stuff like that. Now we're gonna have to try to get in because it's late. So okay, so basically now we're in, even though it's late, but still we're in. So this is the film market. This is the same red carpet that you see on the red carpet, except here it looks a little bit more purpley. You know what I mean? A little more purpley. Let me zoom in. This is. There you go. The carpet. That was the Cannes red carpet. In the bunker, basically. And then you have basically everything is divided by countries. You know, like Spanish cinema. Every company has their own name. Every company has their own. Gosh, every company has their own crazy Dacob running around. Here's a mess. So they have the little names on the tops of these little like over there. You see, every company has its own name, their representation, their agents, and then they're here basically trying to sell. If they cannot sell, at least they try to find new movies that they can represent, that they can then show to distributors. I'm going to take you to the documentary corner, which is where sales agents and distributors are, but also where producers, filmmakers go to show their works, but also where buyers come. So it's a mix of a lot of different things. A lot of different people. I don't know which way to go, left or right. Okay, found the direction. So, and it's a funny little place. It's a really tiny place. I mean, the film market is really huge, but the documentary section is tiny compared to all the other, you know, fiction movies and everything. I think this way. So you're gonna, basically, now it's late. Most of the booth owners or representatives have left because it's, you know, people are gonna get ready to either go have dinner or lunch for somebody who has, some people haven't had the chance to eat all day. Parties, events, gatherings, cocktails, premiere, whatever have you. So you can see it's relatively empty now in the morning, it's totally full. So all of these little booths are from different companies' representatives, but the documentary section is more kind of fluid in terms of, here it is. Let me flip you around. So as you can see, as it says here, the documentary corner, the one-stop venue for documentaries. And right now there's an event going on there. Actually, there's a speech. So I'm not going to talk much because the speech is happening. But basically, this is rare too. It doesn't happen every day. All the documentary people are gathering here, and I'm going to join them to listen to what's going on in a second. But it all happens right there. So guys, now that this documentary lecture or like speech is over, so you can see in the center of that kind of grapefruit, like all the grapes in the center over there are 4 curators of really big documentary international festivals. And so once the speech was done, all these chairs that were full of people, including me sitting, they all kind of rushed to them to try to pitch their ideas, to try to pitch their films, to try to pick their brains to try to sell their movies. This is insane. I mean, it's in a way the desperation is palpable, the hunger, you know what I mean? I might be totally crazy to just be sitting here, but honestly, this is not my style. I don't jump over other people to get to talk to people, so it's just a fascinating thing to see, to observe. The speech, however, was really interesting, and the 4 people that were talking had a lot of really interesting points to say and share, and I'm happy I was here to hear it. But I think that all of them would really like to kind of leave now and go to dinner instead of being bombarded by all these hungry viewers, basically. That's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. Everybody pitching ideas, as you can see. The dock corner. This is where we have our base every day, basically, trying to maneuver our way through this ocean of possibilities, offers, and people. So just had a wonderful talk with Alexis, who is managing the entire documentary corner. What a sweetheart. This is one of those instances where not only an institution, but also the French give me hope for life. It's incredible, made us all feel very welcome. It was very humbling, very professional, very welcoming, judgment-free, which is very important in all creative fields. To be perfectly honest with you, extremely important, but almost nobody really works that way, you know what I mean? Usually you're going to get judged wherever you go, but he really made us feel at home, and that's just amazing. By the way, this is the artist entrance and exit, where all the stars from Cannes come in and out, and these are the Cannes cars, the can cars that deliver the people in and out of this festival. So, but just briefly, so the speech that was happening, of course we missed out the beginning, we were there towards the end, but it was really beautiful, and then all the people all the viewers jumped onto the panel, which were like 4 really important documentary film festivals worldwide. And it's so fascinating. I told you that they all jumped, you know, and people jump for other reasons because they've invested a lot of money and time into their projects, and they really want to be sure that they can pitch their idea to the big fish of the industry. But this is absolutely not my way of working. So what does this mean? This means I kind of give people their space. Oh yeah, it's a model, whatever. I like giving people the space. So I let the sheep flock on, you know, and then when that was over, when they were like done, then I got a chance to talk in peace with these festival coordinators, curators, ambassadors, whatever have you. And they noticed. People don't be fooled. People notice that when you are cautious and careful of their space, they notice the respect that you give them, and that is very, very important. So if you're going to pitch an idea or anything to anybody for whatever reason, respect their space, respect their identity, you know, and don't attack them, don't flock onto them. And so anyway, I guess here I am going educational all over again, but so this is the festival. That's over there is the red carpet behind those checkpoints, and back there we have the film market and the artist entrance and a lot of Beyonce music, so that's going to be copyrighted. Anyway, talk to you later, bye.
Nous accueillons maintenant l'équipe de Black Man, le nouveau film de Spike Lee présenté en compétition. Spike Lee sur le grand écran du palais, accompagné de ses comédiens Adam Driver, John David Washington, Laura Harrier.
car. I'm getting a slight headache, so I popped a pill. Ibuprofen? Anybody? Hope I feel better soon. And I'm gonna eat a Snickers. Actually, 2 Snickers. Alright. Let me tell you, this festival. I'm exhausted. Exhausted. There's very little light in this garage. Selling a movie is hard. Yep. As I said previously, either in this video or in another video at this point, kudos to the documentary corner team. Everybody was amazing and very lovely. Really made me feel at home. That was great. The rest of them, you know, it's tough at times. It's tough at times. You get that attitude. This is an international festival. Many of the people working here only speak French. Defies logic in a way. If it's an international festival where people are paying a lot of money to buy their accreditations and everything, you kind of want your co-workers to speak at least one more language except French. I posted in my Insta stories, Super Dacob all spelled together. Snapshots of the food in the little restaurant of the festival main building. The food is pricey, but the quality isn't the best, But it's okay. It's okay. It's nothing heavy. I almost always ate the chicken with steamed vegetables. It was like chicken breast, like boiled chicken breast and steamed vegetables, like super easy peasy. The best restaurants I've been to in Cannes are Italian restaurants, but that's just catering to my taste, so they were okay, and I didn't find the prices too bad. There are restaurants that cost a lot and restaurants that cost normal. Service is pretty good, especially in the Italian restaurants, because people speak Italian, so they're much more friendly and nice. I was all in all expecting a bit more glitz and glamour. Or let's say, the wealthy film industry or people, whatever, like wealth that can also be elegant. I didn't see much of that. I almost didn't see any of that. I saw a lot of tacky showing off of money by wearing really tacky clothes, or elegantly put together dresses, but that were modest. So the modesty of them made the person look very elegant. But other than that, mostly quite tacky. The only people that then kind of dressed up for the nights were the ones that got the dresses paid for by the big brands in order to walk the red carpet because they were actresses acting in the movie that was shown, or because they were famous people that got some sponsorship deals for some big brand, whether it be a watch brand, alcohol brand, cosmetic brand, and then they would also get dressed for free by big maisons, big couturiers, so they would also be on the red carpet, also dressed very well. But the regular industry people, or the people that kind of fight to get a ticket for the red carpet, I didn't see, the zhuzh. I decided to talk about this glamour while in a car because I'm representing this contrast between, I want to make clear the contrast between, the gutter and the stars. we are literally in the underground of the festival right now. This is the parking lot of the festival. And literally the part of the film market that's just a couple of floors up is not much different to this. It's still the gutter. And then you got to go many floors higher and higher to get to the actual red carpet, the staircase, and the cinema. And then you could say, I have a ripethith. And most people that then kind of from the film market want to, you know, just after work, after the market closes, go to the red carpet. They would either have their cars parked here in this garage, like we do. And by the way, oh, where is it? Back here behind me, hanging on the, let me see, right there, is hanging here. It's really hard to see. Is the jacket, just in case I need to like pop into, that I need to pop into it for some premiere last minute for red carpet, because you know you need to wear. So people who literally have people in here in the garage in their underwear next to their cars, changing from their, you know, day attire to their evening attire. Like that's how basically it's like a quick change room. It's like being backstage at a theater, and the actors are just quickly changing their costumes for the next scene. That's what it is. And it's funny, but after a couple of days, you still get used to it. Everybody's just in their underwear in the in the garage changing outfits. You know. So it's not glamorous at all. What filters through the photography of the paparazzi, or what is filmed directly from the Cannes Film Festival, I think in collaboration with Canal Plus or whatever it's called, that kind of looks more glamorous, obviously. But that's just one tiny little portion of this entire organism. And that little tiny segment looks glitzy when it's filmed, but they don't film the rest. And the rest is far from glamorous. But I'll also, you know, try to film more. And there are some special videos. For those of you who don't know, I am on Patreon. So if you wish to, you know, make a pledge for my channel, to support the channel and see it grow on Patreon, there is an option to also pledge so that you could see extra videos that are available only there. Also photos that are available only there. So there's a bit more of that chaos that will be on Patreon as well. But of course, also here we're continuing on YouTube the, I want to call it, not an odyssey, the sprint. The running continues on YouTube as well. It's a lot of work either way. It's a lot of work during the festival and a lot of work editing. The reason why I haven't been uploading too many videos at this moment is because internet in France is really complicated. Whether it be in Cannes or in Nice, because we're between both cities, it's always very slow. And then sometimes I finish, you know, in Cannes really, really late, and then I, you know, come home at like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. And then I'm just exhausted, and then I got to wake up at like 8 or 9 in the morning the next day, and I just kind of like collapse. So that's why it took a couple of days to post a video. Well, right now as I'm talking, a new video has been posted to YouTube. So, but there's still others to come, and that's one of the reasons a little bit slowed down a little bit. So bear with me, but they are coming. And then of course the Fashion Bunker videos will resume shortly as well. And then I hope to deliver also other news about upcoming projects, because, you know, there's other stuff happening at the same time while I'm here trying to, you know, sell Art Lovers Unite. I'm also already working on everything that's to come after this, or simultaneously to this, because selling a movie is a process that can last years, you know. So it's not like you just put everything else on hold and you're just, okay, that's it. It's Art Lovers Unite or nothing. There's a lot of other things that I'm working on parallel, and this like parallel businesses, parallel ideas, parallel projects is the future of humanity. I feel that's the way that we're going to be able to survive in the future, by having many different means of income and projects and connections to all sorts of different people. Because the more connections you have to different people and different businesses and different topics, and the more interests you have, and the more chances you have of surviving in the future. Because I have the feeling the standard, what we considered in the past to be a standard job, like, you know, you get one job, you get you're employed by one company and that works, and then you're employed until you retire with that one company. And that's a format that is, I want to be euphemistic and optimistic and say it's becoming obsolete, but actually I think it already became obsolete quite some time ago. And so there's a lot of reinvention that has to happen. Like, human beings need to reinvent themselves constantly in order to first adapt to the market needs of the day. And not just market needs, the economy, society, but also adapt in order to be happier. We evolve, we grow with time. So there are certain things that we have to keep shifting and moving in order to be constantly, I don't want to say relevant, because, not everybody cares about that, but just to be competent in today's day and age. That's all. Anyway, from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of the Cannes Film Festival, because this is the lowest level, there ain't anything lower than the garage, I say love you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Super Dacob, all spelled together. Also on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together. For those of you who have already pledged the pledge, thank you so much, guys. You know who you are, and I know who you are. Your names pop up. The second the pledge arrives, I see it. So thank you so much for that. We never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.